Hello, so today we're going to be installing a bicycle rack on the back of the camper. It's going to be a very custom setup. Let's get to work. It must be Maintenance Monday. Woo! Let's get to work. What we did is we went out and bought the Thule top tracks, 42 inches, and we cut them down to 36 inches. Perfect. And then we're gonna bolt it right here. For added strength, I upgraded to these plus nuts. So they require a special tool to install them. We'll be showing you that today. And what it is this nut is gonna compress, and these little tabs are gonna spread out and spread the pressure against the plywood here. I believe this is a mix of plywood and fiberglass actually, but the point is these are going to make a nice threaded insert for our bolts to go into, and it's going to be extraordinarily strong. And then we're going to seal it up so it doesn't leak. Okay, so before we go too crazy, let's go ahead and put this thread cert in there. So this is our special tool. So you take your thread cert, or in this case a plus cert, and you thread it all the way on there. You stick it in the hole, and then you crank these down and watch what happens. See how it folds out like that? Makes for a really strong connection. And then you let go of it, you unthread it, the little knob right here on the back, you just unthread it and put your bolt in. And that's pretty much all there is to it. The only thing we're gonna do differently from that is we're gonna add a little bit of silicone so it doesn't leak. And just for a point of reference, these plus certs, I had to order these special. These are the ones that came with the Thule equipment. These are called thread certs. These are called plus certs. The thread certs do the same thing as a plus cert. They just don't spread out quite as far. So thread certs are really good for thin, hard material like aluminum or steel or stainless steel. But for wood, you need a little bit more material to spread out the pressure because wood's so soft. That's why I decided to go with plus certs. This is the silicone rubber sealant that Thule sent us. We're gonna go ahead and use that. Going to saturate that hole, and we're going to cover this plus cert. And I know I'm going way overboard on this. I'd rather go overboard and clean up the excess than risk having a leak. That's just my personal preference. You guys do whatever you like. So you want to have these spread out, the handles, while you twist this down, and you're going to twist it all the way down where it's snug. Just finger tight. You don't gotta wrench it or nothing. There she goes. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if this works. It appears to have worked. All right, there's a hole. Just gonna wipe off some of this excess. We're gonna go ahead and mock this up. You've heard of measure twice, cut once. Probably a good idea. Oh yeah, I'm glad I did that. 520. That's perfect right there. All right guys, this one's for all the marbles. Got everything queued up. Let's hope I drill these in the right spots and I don't hit any wires. We've hit aluminum. Made it through the aluminum. What do we have here? There's a wall. That wasn't in the handbook. The question I have is when the plus cert goes in here, there's a wall of aluminum on the side of the hole. Normally it would compress and provide support where that aluminum wall is. That aluminum wall is definitely going to be in the way. So how do I solve that problem? Not quite sure. It is a quandary. So I've downsized my drill bit. I'm going to attempt to drill into that aluminum. Okay, that worked. Yeah, I think it'll work. I'm going for it. But first, I'll show you guys what's up. See that aluminum wall there? All the craziness is going. That's what we're dealing with right there. And I kind of oblonged the hole. I'm not proud of that. Okay. So far so good. Looks like it might have been a little crooked. That's a little crooked, but no big deal. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting silicone inside the bolt hole. And then what that's gonna do when we put our screw in, everywhere is gonna be coated in silicone. And that way it'll help protect it against water intrusion. See how we did. We're going to go ahead and lay this one down, mark our center hole. Alright, I forgot to hit record when I drilled this out. Sorry about that. Alright, now that we got it level, I'm going to go ahead and torque it down a little bit. And we'll double check it. Measure twice, cut once, my friends. Measure twice, 3 times, cut it once. See it move. These things happen, huh? Perfect. Center punch our holes. We're going to go ahead and carefully remove our end caps and punch our outside holes. All right, now it's time to remove the track and drill them out. All right, so it's time to install the bike rack. Here we go. All right, put your screws in. You gotta take the side bolts out and then slide your screws in and then just lift it up, put them in their hole. And then you take this piece, there's a pin you put through there. It's got the spot for the bolts to screw into. So you can slide this out of your way. then thread it on in. There's one of these that has a hole for a lock cylinder, and my preference is to put it on the same side as the other lock cylinder so you don't have to jump around the bike. You can do it however you want, just makes sense to me. So we'll put that over here. And then we got to do the bottom one. Ta-da! We did it! I love it when a plan comes together. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take my idea and turn it into your own. Let's see what you guys come up with. I think it worked out pretty good. Pretty happy with it. When we get back home, I'm gonna put Jacqueline's bike on there next. Well, that's the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it, because I sure enjoyed making it. Remember, I'm not an expert in this field. I'm just doing stuff from my own experience. In reality, I really don't know what I'm talking about. So do your research, do your homework, make sure you're doing it right yourself. Hey, let me tell you about Travel Tuesdays. If you enjoyed this stuff, Tuesdays, every single week, we release a video of all the wonderful places that we go. So check them out. They're right here. Yeah, right there. Over there. Somewhere around here. That's the one.